In the last video we have studied about the exercise part of the chapter water. In this video we'll study about the picture study. First question we have: observe the figure and answer the following question. Label the water cycle shown in the figure. Label the water cycle shown in the figure. We need to label what are all the processes going on there. From river, water is evaporating. That process is called evaporation. Here water will convert into water vapor. Then after evaporating, it go and accumulates in the form of clouds due to condensation. That gaseous water vapor will convert into water droplets to store there. Condensation. Then when environmental condition changes, then it precipitates. Precipitation is nothing but raining. Cloud gives rise to the rain. That is nothing but precipitation. Mentioned like this. Precipitation. Yeah. Next question we have: what would happen to the water cycle if all the trees are cut down? If all the trees are cut down, transpiration would decrease. Why? Transpiration means what? Transpiration is a process in which leaves loses the water, correct? In the form of water vapor. It will decrease, reducing the amount of water vapor entering the atmosphere. Atmosphere is nothing but what? The earth is surrounded by a blanket of air, is nothing but atmosphere, and potentially disrupting rainfall patterns. Disrupting is nothing but disturbing. Next, name any three processes involved in the water cycle. Already we have studied evaporation, condensation and precipitation. Name the process by which plant lose water in vapor form. It's nothing but transpiration. It occurs in leaves through the openings called stomata. Name the three forms of water which appear in water cycle. In water cycle we can see solid form. It is nothing but ice or snow. Liquid, water, and gaseous form is nothing but water vapor. Then in second, observe the figure and answer the question. Second one, this picture they have given. This is nothing but sedimentation tank picture. It's a part of water purification and supply unit, correct? Then list the various steps involved in the purification of water. During purifying water, we have followed sedimentation, filtration and disinfection steps. We need to mention that. Label the parts of the purification unit shown here. This is nothing but it's a tank where we collect the sludge and pure water. Disinfected water will go for sand filtration here. It is a tank for sand filtration. Then what is the difference between the process in sedimentation tank and that in the filtration tank? Sedimentation removes larger particles by letting them settle, while filtration removes smaller particles by passing water through a filter. Here we have used sand for filtration process. Correct? During sedimentation, all the particles which has distributed in the water will settle down. In the filtration, it separates the smaller particle through filter paper. Next, third one, we have observed the figure and answered the question. They have given 6 test tube A, B, C, D, E and E. Then it represents what? Solution and saturation. First question, which of the test tube contains a saturated solution? Saturated solution means it should make homogeneous solution, correct? Test tube A contains a saturated solution. Answer. How would you know whether the solution in the other test tubes are saturated or not? By adding more solute. If it dissolved, the solution is unsaturated. If not, it is saturated. Saturated solution or the solution where it has equal quantity of solute and solvent, which forms homogeneous solution, correct? Then what could you do to saturated solution to make them more solute? By increasing temperature, or by adding more solvent, or by stirring, we can dissolve more solute in the saturated solution. Next, we have observed the figures and answered the question. They have given 2 pictures. Define the phenomenon example of which are shown in the figures 1 and 2. Which phenomenon that pictures are showing, we should mention there. It is nothing but pollution. These 2 pictures depicts what? The pollution. Pollution refers to the introduction or the addition of harmful substances or contaminants into the environment which can cause adverse effects on ecosystem and human health. Already we have explained and studied, correct? Then give 2 sources of type of solution in figure 1. Figure 1 depicts what? Water pollution. Example showing by throwing trash are nothing but waste material. Throwing trash and oil in water. 2 sources could be industrial waste discharge into rivers and ocean, then plastic and garbage dumping in water bodies. Give 2 sources of the type pollution in figure 2. Figure 2 also shows water pollution but of a different type. Example, chemical or sewage pollution. From factories, they'll make channels to send wastewater, that is nothing but sewage to the water resources, right? For the water sources, that is nothing but what? Due to chemical and sewage pollution. Sewage and water, wastewater from households, agricultural runoff containing fertilizers and pesticides. Pesticides are the chemicals which we will use to avoid pests for the agricultural crop. Next, list ways to conserve water. Conserve means protect. Use water saving appliances like low flows, shower heads and faucets. Fix leaks and drips promptly to prevent water wastage.